Okay, so Chrissy Teigen is calling out her celebrity friends for wanting freebies on her culinary collection. On a recent Instagram story, she wrote, "My marketing budget is not infinite, and you are literally rich." So, Jim, have you ever dealt with anything like this? Like in terms of people wanting free things or hookups from you, or maybe even you partaking in getting some things for free?
Well, I would say I do like free stuff, but we should also recognize that the reason, the only reason they are sending these things to celebrities is not so much because they're celebrities or even friends. They're sending them because they have a huge amount of followers. And there's an unspoken agreement that I'll send you this basket of my junk and you will post about it. And so it's like I think it's one of those things where I have tons of friends that if they're releasing a book, they'll send it to me, and I'm more than happy to help support a friend's business. But I don't know the exact details of Chrissy Teigen's basket of stuff. You know what I mean? But there is a little bit of you're getting free stuff for the publicity. It's a very kind of like a barter society.
Yeah, I agree with you in that sense where, certainly people who Chrissy Teigen is friends with have their own platforms, and so it can help elevate whatever product. I think what was getting some people was that she was like, "No, you guys stop calling me. You can't have it. I don't have enough, and you guys have money anyway." And that got me to thinking about all the times I've been covering events for eTalk over the years, and sometimes we've had to cover like swag lounges. And it's amazing to me how many celebrities come in and they just start like sweeping the shelf off and like dumping it into these tote bags, candles, clothing, makeup, hats, whatever. And they take and take and take. And then sometimes there's the move where they'll leave the gifting suite and then they'll send a publicist or an assistant back for like round number two. And it's often like, the richest people are the ones who have the most, are like the cheapest or who love the most free stuff. And I find it really funny, at least in my experience in covering these events.
I think a lot of people have been fascinated by the Oscar bags. They're legendary, like the people who are in the acting and directing categories in particular. I think last year it was that they were estimated to be at around $150,000 worth of stuff inside of there. And what I didn't know is that actually recipients have to pay income tax on that. Hence the gift lounge you were just talking about, Lainey, because if you go into a lounge, those items you don't have to pay taxes on unless the individual item is worth more than $600. And a lot of times they give gift receipts, gift certificates, so those don't count either against taxes. I just found that fascinating that you have to like actually pay taxes. But Jim, you mentioned the idea of social media as being the exchange. What's interesting to me is that these gift lounges, gift bags have been around a lot longer than social media has been a big thing. So what was in it before? For them, clearly it's changed over time, and now it's worth a lot more to marketers to get that kind of pushback on social media.
Yeah, I think that it's sampling. Now I'm a marketing executive, but like say if Tim Hortons was trying to like have a big growth in California, they gave Jennifer Aniston a case of donuts, and she happened to fall in love with the donuts. That's worth the thing. I don't know if I'm even answering your question, but I do think that there is something about they give the celebrities this stuff because if Jennifer Aniston, who I'm not obsessed with, but if she was wearing a T-shirt that was given to her for free, or she started using a hand cream, and then she was interviewed in Vanity Fair, like, "What's your favorite hand cream?" It makes sense. But what's weird also is I should point out, good-looking people get better stuff than non-good-looking people. So, like good-looking people get free dresses. So, like, if I was a woman, I'd get free dresses. But like, no, but like, it's not just kind of famous celebrities. It's like, if you're a really attractive person, you're the most entitled. What I'm saying is we have to shame the good-looking people.
Oh, wow. I love that. You are hilarious, Jim. Listen, we all have side hustles, all of us. Businesses. Lainey has a blog that does very well, and Sin, there's a website and book, and Mel has a kids clothing company. I have a shoe and accessory company, and marketing dollars were really scarce when we started, really, really scarce. And this is where your friends come out for you, right? Friends support friends. And like you said, Jim, you're happy to post something for your friends. That happened. I mean, not only that, but my friends bought my stuff, which mattered. Like they were some of my first customers, right? Like Mel, I'm sure you'd say the same thing about that kind of support and how it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the only people that would come, that would come to my shows when I first started, would be friends. You know what I mean? So it's like, you have to, but that's all how people start most businesses, is hopefully they get support from their friends and their community. Anyway, I'm a great guy. That's the point.
100. We'll be sending you some swag, and we'll be expecting you to post about it, obviously.